I don't even know this guy's name. And the truth is we don't need to know his name to know that he is an absolute disaster. He is parading as a journalist on NBC News. And I have a clip here that I want to share with you of him on the NBC streaming service called NBC Now, in which he is commenting on Tucker Carlson's new Twitter show, which, by the way, if you haven't heard, Twitter did launch something recently on Twitter in which he says, I'm going to have a new show, and here's what this show intends to do and to be. And so let me share that clip with you of Tucker, and then I want you to see how this so-called journalist reacts to that. I think that you will just be shocked.
You can't have a free society if people aren't allowed to say what they think is true. Speech is the fundamental prerequisite for democracy. That's why it's enshrined in the first of our constitutional amendments. Amazingly, as of tonight, there aren't many platforms left that allow free speech. The last big one remaining in the world, the only one, is Twitter, where we are now. Twitter has long served as the place where our national conversation incubates and develops. Twitter is not a partisan site. Everybody's allowed here, and we think that's a good thing. And yet, for the most part, the news that you see analyzed on Twitter comes from media organizations that are themselves thinly disguised propaganda outlets. You see it on cable news, you talk about it on Twitter. The result may feel like a debate, but actually the gatekeepers are still in charge. We think that's a bad system. We know exactly how it works, and we're sick of it. Starting soon, we'll be bringing a new version of the show we've been doing for the last 6.5 years to Twitter. We'll be bringing some other things too, which we'll tell you about. But for now, we're just grateful to be here. Free speech is the main right that you have. Without it, you have no others.
I heard absolutely nothing wrong with anything Tucker Carlson said. Like you, that all sounded very reasonable to me. But now let's watch how this so-called journalist from NBC News, who is talking with his guest, Brian Stelter. Remember him from CNN?
Okay, well, listen, Twitter was already under fire from misinformation, disinformation, all-out lies, anti-Semitism, racism before Elon Musk took over, and now it's gotten kind of crazy, right? Seemingly unmoored, if you will. Will anybody be able to police what Carlson says, or is this the point? It's just a free-for-all.
I think this is the point. It is a free-for-all. It's what Elon Musk wants to provide. This move by Tucker may cement the idea of Twitter as a right-wing website.
This is truly embarrassing, and perhaps you have some other way to describe it. I would love to hear what you thought of that exchange in the comments below. And if you like what we're doing here at Americans for Limited Government, you can help us so much by just sharing, liking our videos, and then subscribing to our YouTube channel. This is how we're going to reach more people and get the message out so that more Americans can be a part of this fight to save our country.